If you're asking me to move up,
Yep.
I think the next on the docket would be Buffalo Boston.
Yeah.
I'm interested. It's not top of the matinee kind of thing.
Sure.
But it's got some mid-range intrigue for me.
Yeah. I don't think these Bruins are real. And maybe that's a shitty place to be, but like, I guess they could they're going to have to forecheck like hell. Because the thing that Buffalo does so well is that top 4D, right? Having Dahlin with Samuelson and then Byram with power. And those guys can all skate like motherfuckers,
Yep.
right? And those guys can all transport the puck well. Boston is going to have to chip it in and beat the shit out of those guys.
And get on those guys hard.
And I just don't think that's these Bruins anymore, right? Is Morgan Geekie and David Pasternak and Kostadinov and I don't know.
Fraser Minton.
Casey Middlestat. Like
Casey.
these are not those Bruins. And I think in previous, I think the one thing that really works in Buffalo's favor here is that they get to start at home. Like if you're a first-time playoff team rolling into Boston for game one, that's a tough place to be. They get to have a little confidence here. They get to get up and going. Their goaltending has been better. The only way Boston is winning that series is if Swayman goes all world, right? Like
if that first game in Buffalo, when you're going to go out and that arena will be upside down.
Yeah, 100%.
And if things...
They got a little sympathy from me too, which is hard because I've always hated the Sabres.
I know, I hate the Sabres too.
Okay. Yeah, you more than me, I'm sure.
It comes down to...
Hater from way back.
Yeah, of all kinds of things. It comes down to Boston gets up 2-0 early in that first game.
Yeah. Take the air out of that.
That barn.
Sure.
I don't care how many of those Sabre beer holders you got going for you there. One in each hand, which I think are kind of cool, to be honest.
100%. Yeah.
That crowd will turn on you.
No. They won't turn on you, but they will go silent. Like
Okay,
you will
so-
deflate.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and that's really what I meant. Is it will mute that crowd, and there's nothing worse. I'd rather the crowd was grumbling and bitching at me than if it goes like the Ottawa-Toronto Game 82 crowd was, and you're like, holy Christ. I got dust on my eyeballs.
No, for sure.
So I think that is the thing where if you were young and you were inexperienced, which that Buffalo team is, it could go badly for you if it doesn't start right.
Yeah, I think if these Sabres were facing a more classic version of the Bruins, this would be a tougher go. But I think this is what it is. The Bruins are riding a bit of a PDO bender with Swayman and like Morgan Geekie and like how real is some of this stuff?
How long are we going to say that?
Well, for
100-point season,
4 to 7 more games, and then I'll either shut up or dance on their grave.
So these two teams played 4 games this season.
Yeah,
Boston won 3 of the 4.
Did they play them all in November or any chance?
2 were in October.
Okay,
so that is valid.
Yeah,
they lost an OT game. Boston, the one game was an OT loss in early January, and then they just beat them, I don't know, 2 weeks ago.
and if I'm gonna talk about PDO benders at the pace the Sabres have been winning here since mid-December, they have also had the highest save percentage in the league since mid-December. So valid on all. I think Buffalo's deeper.
UPL has 3 losses since the Olympic break, I think. 1 to Boston.
Okay. I'm taking Buffalo in 6.
I think I'm taking Boston in 6.
Wow.
Yeah. I just think...
They're getting Swayman?
Yep.
Because to me, that's the only path. Like, I look at that blue line in Boston, and I'm trying to move on here, but I'm compelled by your... But McAvoy is going to be put on Tage Thompson's line, right? Probably.
Yep.
And then you have, Hampus Lindholm on the second pair.
Hampus!
With Lohrei, and Zadorov is on the third, but like there's some shutdown ability on all 3 pairs.
Yeah.
But Buffalo's not really built with you have to stop just this line and then you'll be fine, right? Like right now, the line of I was doing some reading before we started Josh Norris with Doan and Benson. And like those 2 wingers, like Josh Norris, we know is not going to get too get his hands too dirty. But those two wingers for him work nicely, right? And that has apparently been a pretty compelling line for them here down the
Well, that Kesselring Doan
trade
in exchange for Peterka.
Yeah.
I think
Durka.
both teams pretty happy with that.